was in high school. It was a miracle that anything I did worked.
You're braver than I, because I was like, I didn't want to ever risk it. Like, oh no, I'm going to break it. And the same thing with like 11 and a couple of things there. It's like, oh man, it'd be interesting because like people use like bots, or they'll use all these different scripts or multi-boxing. I was like, that sounds interesting. But I was like, deep in my mind, there's like a fear or risk that like I'm going to get
caught.
And I'm going to get caught. I was always the kid who would get caught. Like I literally was like going with friends. I turned 18. We were like, you know what? I'm 18. I'm going to buy a lottery ticket and some cigars.
That's what I did.
Yeah. We're walking out. We're walking back to the car. Up flashes the lights. I don't know why, but then I was like, I just like dropped everything. I was like, wait, I'm 18. Like I'm good. Okay, it's like no big deal. But it was just it was a wild night. That was funny. Let's talk about the kind of where we kind of see the industry going. Like with Xbox, there is that kind of debate that happens online regarding third party, first party. Sony is now starting to publish. The prevailing theory is that they're going to do that more and more, and we're going to see games actually come to Xbox. My mind, when I was like, why? Like Steam's on going to be on Xbox. Why are these companies do this this extra lift? But based off of just what we know, where do you guys think the industry is headed? Is it headed in the way that a lot of the diehard Xbox fans think it is, or is there some happy medium? Let's go with Taylor.
I have no idea. I cede my time.
Okay. Chrono.
Well, I don't know, man. Ideally, like I've always wanted the platform to matter almost nothing, and the focus to be on games. And I feel like with the weight that the AAA industry is like crumbling under, I'm seeing just a lot of indie studios getting a lot of attention, and we've seen that for a number of years. But I think we're at a place now where putting an indie label doesn't, you don't instantly think some kind of pixel art, side scrolly or pixel art. You just put pixel art in front of it. That used to be what indie was, right? It's a small game. Now you're seeing like so many different things come out on Steam, and like just kind of the resurgence of like these cooperative multiplayer games like Peak and Content Warning and just stuff like that just makes me hopeful that, these smaller studios can just keep being original and being successful and show that to bigger publishers and stuff that the same old isn't worth it. Being safe and putting out like another Call of Duty every year with no meaningful changes, the time's ticking on that,
What do you think?
So that's what I think.
All right. So the question was, what direction do you think that gaming is going in? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
If the people who are in control of it right now remain in control, imagine the worst possible outcome that you can possibly think of for you and your wallet and your enjoyment of the hobby, and then make it like 3 times worse than that, and that's probably where it's going.
And
if nothing changes.
What needs to change to reset that trajectory?
So the corporations who are making most of the games and buying all the studios and closing them need to fucking stop doing that. First of all.
Yeah.
Second of all, we need to start making sure that we as like players and fans and whatnot, we start supporting the companies that do the things that we like and stop supporting the people who do things that we don't like.
Got it. So keep buying Nintendo.
No.
Sure, if you like Nintendo, keep buying Nintendo. But if so like for example, Concord, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lambasted. Everyone's like, this is stupid. This sucks. And then we're like, okay, well, I guess that's $200 million down the drain. But something, or 400, sorry. My bad. You corrected me last time. But something like Peak, where it's like $7 and you and your friends push each other off of cliffs and stuff for like 6 hours straight, and you're like having tons of fun. We need to make sure that those companies get as much money as they possibly can, because they make stuff that we like without preaching to us, without like trying to milk us for money and without like what do you call it? Can't think of the word. Virtue signaling. They just
Yeah.
do a cool thing and they say, here's the cool thing, buy my cool thing, and then we do. And that's how it's supposed to work. So I think we just need to keep making sure that games that are not good do not get bought. But also on that note, sorry, I'm going on a bit of a rant. 100 million people play Roblox every day. So
we need to take Roblox down.
Oh man,
it might take itself down the way they're headed. But it's funny you mentioned Peak. I played it for the first time this week, and I get it. Like I that's the kind of experiences I want with games. It's a fun gameplay loop. You play it with friends. It's a bunch of laughs. Everybody has a good time. Even when you're like losing, you're still enjoying the game. And like that experience, that's almost lightning in a bottle these days, right? Like it's so hard for especially the bigger companies, to be putting out something that I've been thinking about playing that game again since I played it on Tuesday's stream. Like that's how much I enjoyed it.
Mhm.
You know, and it wasn't so much the gameplay, it was the community coupled with the way the game works and just all the little intricacies of playing with friends and just having a good time. But it was kind of just pure entertainment. You know, it didn't try to teach me anything. I really didn't learn anything except that I can't trust my friends. You know, so
Never
yeah, I'm with
could.
you on that. I definitely see that. Like I think we as consumers do need to like ease up on buying like the big releases every year, but that'll never happen. Like everybody's going to buy Madden every year.
Yeah, there's
the people who are going to buy
be,
Madden are going to buy Madden.
Regardless. Yeah. But
Same
essentially, like if they keep increasing prices and things like that, like you know, to your point, like at some point you can easily price out the market. I know for a fact that I buy less games than I would like at that $7, $10, $15, even $20. And what I find is like with like probably the vast majority of gamers out there right now, like I'll wait till it goes on sale and they have these deep discounts that happen ever so often. And then I sit down and I'm like, oh, I'll pick it up and maybe I play for a little bit. Maybe I really like it. Maybe I say I'll get back to it and never do. You know, it's like that is essentially what it is. I think from a development perspective, and we saw a lot of there's been some frustration around some of the AI stuff with the anime Sekiro, the anime that was announced. But when we think about like while there's that piece of the argument, smaller studios utilizing AI to bring interesting and fun experiences to life where you don't need, you know, a $200 million budget to make your game.
They don't need $200 million to do what they did.
They don't need AI to do what they did.
They don't need AI.